Performance tonight. If they give him the supply, he can actually turn around Rangers' record of not having won away any of the current top five. They need a result tonight, Rangers, just to pull away from Hearts and from Aberdeen as well.
Noise Levels ratcheted up, just about ready to go. Fourth place second, Heart of Midlothian against Rangers. Big test for both sides. Hearts having freshened up their cast in the January window. Rangers know they put in one of the poorer performances on St Andrew's Day here at the Gorgie Cauldron, therefore determined to make amends. 6 wins from their last 8 matches, very respectable form. Hearts have been going the other way. Aaron Hughes, the age of 37, now anchoring the Heart of Midlothian defence, and Jack Hamilton forward. Up went Rob Kiernan for Rangers, and here's Lee Wallace, the skipper. That's very much in his past, big part of his past. And there's Fodringham distributing. And Rangers second in terms of possession in the Ladbrokes Premiership this season. Hearts are fourth in that category. And Ian Cathro really in need of a few results. Say it's been difficult for everyone here at Tynecastle to keep track of the comings and goings, the new faces. And Gordon Patterson, the kit man, was telling me earlier he's been up until about midnight every night this week, just trying to get the shirts and the names and the numbers ready.
Because you've got to get the names right as well. I wonder how many Zs he had in his actual kit bag, his kit room there, for the number of signings as well. But that's the way of the sign of football now, and I certainly had that when I was manager of Inverness. We had a big personnel change all the time.
John Toral was behind Kenny Miller, and here's Jamie Walker. He was one of the key performers for Hearts. It was tidily done. Andras Struna, the Slovenian international, 25 caps for his country. Slovenia, remember, faced Scotland in March in World Cup qualifying. Kenny Miller having a fabulous campaign.
And you see Toral, he just picks up that position, that number 10 position. That's where he prefers to play. He's such a threat.
Alison Hindman, Rangers will be very keen to get the young Texan on the ball. Caught the eye against Motherwell. Cameron Patterson, John Suter on the sidelines. Long-term casualties. It's a real pity from the Hearts' point of view.
Two big players for Hearts, and they've acted by getting Struna in, an experienced right-back, international, Slovenian.
Experienced striker as well in Gonzalez. She's squared up to Clint Hill. Ismael Gonzalez leading the Hearts line. Tom Cowie pondering this together with Mallory Martin. It's taken by Cowie. A bit of open space for Struna. Tantalising ball! Perfect start for Hearts! Christian Novak! Right place, right time! It's a goal inside 4 minutes! Rangers caught napping.
Yeah, you see Ian Cathro, he's a happy man. Rangers switch off from the free kick. Clever from Hearts. It's a decent crossing, hung up, and it's a brilliant header. Novak generates power, goes back across Fodringham, who has no chance. Stunning finish, and what a start for Ian Cathro.
Well, Mark Warburton won't want to see this. That's a horror show. Rob Kiernan once again losing his marker. Another mistake from the centre-half. Another goal against Rangers. Rangers not keeping another clean sheet as well. What a bad start that is. A simple ball in the box. Rangers fell asleep with the free kick. He's a happy man. What a start for the home team.
Owens, Fodringham out of his area. Gonzalez, real mix-up. There was no foul.
What on earth was Fodringham doing, Terry, there?
Well, Rangers have gone to pieces at the moment, and the start really just seems to have knocked them and rocked them back on their heels. The referee's in. But what about this from the touch? What about that? Like your touch, Chris, what is the centre forward? Look at that. Look at the pitch cutting up as well. It's all going wrong here, I tell you.
He just conceded a goal. Put your foot through it. Don't take chances. Really poor play.
Well, not exactly the beginning Mark Warburton envisaged. Rangers, who came a cropper here on the 30th of November. A goal down already tonight. The ground staff all a bit worried during the warm-up about the extent to which the pitch might cut up at Tynecastle tonight. Gonzalez. The referee Kevin Clancy intervenes. James Tavernier, the guilty party.
I think the Hearts players are saying, why not play on?
Why did he do that? I can't believe that. That's a clanger from Clancy, in my opinion. Look at that, what a chance that was to run at Rob Kiernan, who's not in the best of forms, in the box virtually. Bad decision. But I think he's apologising because he has to.
Go easy on the refs, Terry.
Well, it was a clanger, wasn't it? Let's be honest. Derek, what do you think about that?
I'll leave the debate to the two of you. Neutrality has its merits. Here is Matt and Walker looking to help the ball on its way. Well, it's a roaring start by Heart of Midlothian.
Well, the Hearts players are surrounding Kevin Clancy. They feel that there was a touch. I think there was a touch.
Yep.
Was it from Kiernan? The Rangers just switch off.
Honestly, Chris,
That's a chance for Walker. It's not an easy chance, but he's unmarked.
This is like deja vu. I think I must check the date. Is it the 30th of November again? Because wow, what a bad start by Rangers. Just when they wanted to get a foothold in the game, first 20 minutes, keep it tight and see what happens with all the strangers playing together, which is Hearts. But wow, they've just given Hearts a massive boost.
A couple of factoids for you. The 11th headed goal of the season by Hearts this season in the league. They are number 1 in the Premiership in that category. 13th goal to stem from a set play. That's also the best team in the league in terms of cashing in at set pieces. I seem to think of Callum Patterson as the likeliest player to head home goals, but he's not around. Christian Novak picking up the slack.
Well, one thing I would say from Hearts setup, and I saw the game against Celtic at the weekend, and we were here when they got thumped by Aberdeen, well beaten by Aberdeen, but the setup is more pragmatic in the way they're playing. They tried to get the full-backs high and attack with the full-backs, the centre midfield player dropping in and hitting big long balls. It's simpler, and on the eye it's better.
Gonzalez. He goes just outside the box. That's a free kick. Well, Clint Hill absolutely livid.
Gonzalez on the half turn. There's contact.
Minimal contact, I think, here.
I think in fairness, I think he's brought that a little bit. But there is contact there, but I think he's looking for it, Terry.
There's contact because Gonzalez makes contact with Hill, not Hill with Gonzalez. Another clanger.
Well, Hearts' new free kick specialist is Mallory Martin. Product of the Monaco youth scheme many years ago. And here is Martin. Wrong side of the post, but it was just a whisker away.
Just don't know whether Martin generated enough power. Fodringham had that well covered.
No, I didn't quite get the whip, did he? 88. What was that in bingo? 2 fat ladies, is it? 88. Wow, what a number that is. I think sometimes, if I'd have been younger and gone to a football club, I would have had the number 103 to see how the kit men got on with that or something like that. 88, my goodness.
The year of his birth.
Oh, the year of his birth. All right. Oh, I would have had 1958 on mine. So. What's yours, Chris? What number would you be?
I would be 1981, Terry.
Oh, very good. And Derek?
67. Mark Warburton and David Weir talking it over. Rangers just have not got going.
On the flip side of this, you know, we wondered about big game for Hearts. Cathro talking about being under pressure of sorts, needing a performance.
Martin's pass, here's Björn Jonsson, Norwegian-American. He's been an excellent addition to Heart of Midlothian. Martin. There's a casual air about him, but effective on the ball. Towards Renard Silva.
Just speaking about Cathro there, what he has done, he's got the crowd behind him from the off, the crowd behind this Hearts team, and I think that's important. You know, I think there are some doubters. Hasn't had the best of starts, big personnel changes, at the ideal start.
Rob Kiernan from the back. It's been all Hearts in the opening 10 minutes. And the headed goal by Christian Novak, who's back on the side, having injury.
It's just like a rerun, isn't it, of November? Rangers just not getting their game going. Hearts winning second balls, passing the ball better. Rangers not playing 4 or 5 or 6 passes. Actually, I spoke to a Hearts fan and he was worried about how they're going to play.
But now this is a bit more promising from the Rangers angle. Waghorn couldn't make anything of it. Hindman, Andy Halliday, the deepest lying of the Rangers midfield men. Wallace, Barry Mackay. He's trying to press, this time through Gonzalez. Tavernier. Kiernan. It's become the central defensive partnership of choice. Mark Robertson, then Kiernan and Clinthill, and back it goes to West Fodringham. A mishap by Fodringham a few minutes ago. No additional damage done from the Rangers' point of view. Halliday with that floated pass, handed away by Leonard Silva. Turning forward, although Ghanaian parentage previously with Hamilton Accies. A pause for reflection here at Tynecastle.
A pause for Rangers to take breath and say, right, you know, regroup, this is what we've got to do. But Hearts would be really delighted. Ian Cathro would be really delighted. And you'd sense the atmosphere as well beforehand. Hearts always get up for the Rangers matches. Rangers have had to respond and they haven't.
Jamie Walker. Kiernan stretching for it. Appealing, but it has gone Hearts' way. Corner coming up.
Jamie Walker driving into the box. Kiernan has to get it right, and he does. Hearts will feel another chance. Novak, the goal scorer, going forward.
The famous Hearts song rings around Gorgie. Martin. Nobody in the vicinity, but Hearts won another corner. Held behind by Halliday.
They took no chances. Did he do the right thing, Terry?
No, could have put his neck muscles through that and punched it up the pitch for his colleagues to fight for that. It's another corner. Hearts are dangerous at these set plays.
Don Cowie from the right-hand side. Johnson, one of the obvious aerial targets. Clint Hill away. Stuna's pass for Cowie. Martin. Through to Fodringham. Tavernier. Novak playing alongside Hughes in the middle of that Hearts rear guard. Soa. Jönsson is of a mind to go after it. Able to control the ball, Björn Jönsson. Cowie. Stuna arriving on the scene. It's over the head of Gonzalez.
That ball from Soa into Jönsson, I think it was going to cause Rangers problems. Jönsson will look to pull on Clint Hill.
I mentioned it earlier, Terry. Rangers haven't won away from home against any of the current top 5 in the Premiership. It's something they want to put right.
Well, they're not going about it the right way at the moment. It's really been very poor. Well, it's a mistake from Hearts. They've let Rangers in.
Errant touch by Soa. This is Martin Waghorn. And pushed away by Jack Hamilton. The clearance from Struna.
Yeah, the bad mistake there allowed Waghorn coming in on his left foot. They got to shut him down, show him outside. Hearts, they didn't. He came inside. Good save, but it comes back out into a dangerous area. No Rangers players can capitalise on that. Hearts cleared the danger. Well played, Waghorn.
It's a big night for Martin Waghorn, who's had a devil of a time getting into the first 11 of late. Michael O'Halloran Out through suspension after his red card against Motherwell. That was very early in that contest.
You fancy Waghorn, don't you, when he gets in those situations on his left foot? Terrific strike.
He's got the pace to go on the outside as well, and he should have more confidence in his right foot as well, because his pace will get him into positions where he can use his right foot.
The pressure applied by Walker. Hyndman still asleep. There's Gonçalves. Really troubling Fodrigan. But the Hearts press was on again.
Do you think it's the pitch that's causing the problems here? The mistakes when the ball's bounced up in front of players? I'm not too sure, but it's very sloppy from both sides.
Really vibrant beginning by Ian Cathro's team tonight. I always feel here at Tynecastle, as the visiting team, you've got to put out the fire early on, almost before you start playing football.
Well, you have, and you've got to try and get the supporters moaning at their team rather than cheering their team's success. So Rangers haven't done that, but they've settled down a bit more now. They've played a good bit of football. Waghorn's had a shot, so they have been in sort of enemy territory, but they've got to have more of that.
You have to credit Hearts for the start as well. I'm sure Mark Warburton was emphasising about the importance. Hearts had just been thrashed by Celtic last game out. The question marks over Cathro. Let's start fast, Rangers, and simply they haven't.
That was by Kiernan on Gonçalves. That's going to have to come back. Martin and so are just talking it over. It's going to be Mallory Martin. How accurate will Martin be here? Well, that's the answer.
I think he was brought here because of his set-piece brilliance. Well, wow, there must be other attributes to his game, but because his set-pieces so far haven't been great.
Well, give him a chance.
Come on, now, it's a dead ball, no pressure. He puts it in the keeper's hands. Are you sure? If I was a centre-half going up for that, I'd have a few words with him. I'm sure you would as a centre-forward.
I wouldn't argue with that.
Gonçalves being hounded by Gonçalves burning with indignation. Waghorn's header. In fact, by Novak.
Well, you've been on Kevin Clancy's case tonight, Terry, and you should be again, because that was a clear free kick. Halliday clearly tugging at the shirt.
Well, Gonçalves is having an ironic sort of word with the referee there, because he could see that was a foul, and I think Kevin Clancy just thought that both players had a bit of each other, but the crowd all around us in particular, whether they are Hearts fans, saw the other way.
Lee Wallace, Hearts product. Received it from John Toral, who turns 22 on Sunday. Johnson. Mackay. The Rangers throw. The goal to lift the gloom that's been enveloping Gorgie. Recent results have been underwhelming. Hearts have lost just one of their last 11 home games. It was to Aberdeen in the match we covered at the tail end of the last calendar year. Soa was under the hurdle. Kiernan, plenty of green space to run into. And covering up, crucially for Rangers, was Emerson Hyndman.
Rob Kiernan, screw your head on. Ridiculous decision to go to ground. And Hearts don't make the most of that. Hyndman gets back well.
Well, a better ball, and Hearts would have had a clear goal-scoring opportunity there, but rash from Kiernan as well. Once again, like I said, Johnson has made a mistake. He's got to settle himself down and get back to good defending.
Soa made 7 Hamilton Accies appearances in the first part of the campaign. Aaron Hughes. Measured ball in there. Clint Hill with a header. Mackay and Wallace. Toral. Barry Mackay with Lee Wallace storming forward. Kenny Miller waits in the middle. Cut out by Aaron Hughes. It was a case of one 27-year-old getting there before another.
Wallace does that so well, doesn't he, on the overlap?
He does, but Hughes, you have to say, a lot of his experience as well. He really read that well, made sure that there was no space between him and Jack Hamilton, the goalkeeper, and cut it out pretty easily. But and that was a good break from Rangers, right from their own penalty area up for a cross into the box.
Perry Kitchen, the Hearts captain, from Indianapolis. Soa. Now Gonzalez. Going to work something with Johnson. Ismael Gonzalez. Lee Wallace off the corner flag and then behind for the corner kick. Something over to take it will be Mallory Martin. It's in France at every youth level all the way up to under 21 level. To a couple of former Rangers players, David Percio and Julian Rodriguez, about making the move here to Scotland. Martin, and comfortable enough for Fodrigan.
Good take.
What a ball.
A great release by Wes Fodrigan. Straight into the path of Barry Mackay. Soa just pinching in. And now Martin. Jamie Walker.
You have to say that was the pass of the game so far from the goalkeeper, Fodrigan. What a ball that was. That was like a quarterback, wasn't it? Bang, right into the channel. Good wide receiver coming in, Chris, because you know you like my American football anecdotes as well.
Quarterbacks
right.
throw it though, Terry.
They do, yes.
I think I know one person who's going to be watching the Super Bowl shortly. Here is Gonzalez. Putting it down well enough. Ismael Gonzalez. Here is Perry Kitchen who gives it a whack. Deflection there, Gonzalez. But the offside flag has been raised by Graham Stewart, the assistant referee.
Here's Kitchen, wasn't it, getting the strike off. You can see Gonzalez just offside, a couple of yards.
The goal that separates those two coming from Christian Novak. Been used predominantly as a midfield player by Hearts, his preferred position. Well, that's all Fodrigan could do.
I think that's called a turnover in American football, Chris, when you lose possession easily like that.
Will you shut up with American football comparisons, Terry?
Look, they're throwing it now, right? Okay, right. That's enough now.
You can wait until Sunday. There's Cowie and Kitchen. So happy here, Perry Kitchen. Didn't miss by all that much. He's still looking for his first goal as a Hearts player, the American.
And he's supposed to be sitting in front of that back four. Decent strike. Good purchase on the strike, just gets under it.
I can tell you one man who will be viewing this game as the coach of the US national team, Bruce Arena, what with Perry Kitchen starting. And Emerson Hyndman. Bjorn Johnson also eligible to play for the USA. So didn't go to plan. He's looking for Walker. Leonard Soa again. Bjorn Johnson. There's Hill. All the way over towards the left-hand touchline. Soa. Wallace went up for it together with Kitchen. Johnson. Martin. Misplaced pass. Jimmy Walker alertly onto that ahead of Hyndman, and it's Walker. So it goes to Fodrigan. Halliday having to muck in defensively.
It was a good block in the end, wasn't it? Because Jamie Walker was winding up his left foot there, and he just stretched his right leg out. Andy Halliday, I think it is, and there we go. Stretched that right leg out, and I think it must have been a kick in the chest or something like that, but he's okay, I think.
Hyndman caught in possession. Hyndman and Torrell, they're good technicians. They've been brought to Rangers. They're good passers of the ball. I think they just lack a bit of physicality, which is why They've come north of the border.
Well, a message was delivered, and Kerry Kitchen has decided that
Was that
he
by
doesn't
Pigeon?
want anyone else to know about it.
Was that by Pigeon? Carrier Pigeon? Or how did he get that message?
There are ways, Derek.
Wow,
You
that's
should
unbelievable.
know.
I never sent a message on a bit of paper on the picture. That's incredible.
I think that message has now been buried in the grass somewhere here at Tynecastle. Wallace. Mackay has to take on opponents. Only Mackay. And it's Novak to safety for now. To the main stand. Serious rebuilding work be going on over the course of the next few months in that main stand. Well, there's the legacy of that note delivered by Ian Cathro to the skipper.
Perhaps it's rice paper. Because the pitch isn't great, is it? So, yeah, I don't know.
Wallace. Hill.
I have to say on the far side, Struna playing it right back against Mackay. He's having a good game so far. He's let him know that he's there. He's gone really tight on him every time the ball's gone to Barry Mackay. He's really had to play with his back to the Hearts' goal as Barry Mackay, and that's down to Struna being very strong and very, very diligent in what he has to do. He's left his mark on Barry Mackay already.
Rash Struna was previously playing in Greek football for Paz Janina.
There's a lot of the players which Ian Cathro has signed got good pedigree, Derek.
Yep. Experience, and they've done pretty well to some of the likes of Alexandros Jonis, Ismael Gonzalez. Oh, now Waghorn for Rangers pops up. Well, Hearts haven't really been in any difficulties. All of a sudden, it looked as though Rangers were onto something.
I think that was Novak that played the back pass. I'm not too sure that, but I'll tell you what, he does well. Jack Hamilton does well to smother the danger.
Unforced error by Novak. The outcome is a Rangers corner. Taken short by Hindman. Rangers have scored just twice in the league as a result of corners this term. Toral. The strength of the Rangers game. And now that they've ever committed the set piece, let's see. Gonzalez. Tavernier. He's doing his best to stay with him. Well, holding back from Hearts. From Martin that time.
Well, first of all, Waghorn does really well, doesn't he, to get back, get his body in. I think that's the right decision. Comes off his feet. And Kevin Clancy gets that right. Maybe lucky to not get booked there, Terry.
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, Tavernier was up pretty quick. There was no real damage done there. He didn't go in with his studs up, so went in to win the ball. Tavernier got there first, free kick. Let's get on with the game.
Tavernier had his work cut out for him after it had been played over to the right by Fodrigan. Here's Waghorn and Tavernier again for Rangers. Haven't been able to settle into any sort of rhythm tonight. The Ibrox club. Halliday here, and now Waghorn. He's around the outside. Kitchen doing the covering. Inquiry there from Waghorn about possible handball.
I think he's lucky here. Kitchen comes in, dives in. Yeah, just touches his arm. Not intentional, of course, but wow, dived in. Waghorn. If Waghorn pushes the ball past him and goes down, that could easily have been a penalty.
Emerson Hindman. What he had in mind.
Shouldn't have gone to ground, should he? Kitchen
No,
went down too early.
Too early, yeah.
Tavernier. He still has it. Walker was attending to him. Barry Mackay. And we wondered, as that was on its flight, where it might end up.
Yep, it's not a bad strike as well. Touch is good, connection's good. Jack Hamilton happy to see that go. This is a better angle to see it. He just cuts across the face of the ball. That's not far wide, but a good attempt from Barry Mackay. That'll give him a lot of confidence. And see, when we talked about when Kitchen went down too early, Chris. Well, I didn't go down too early when you tried to go past me early in the programme, and I just smashed you. There we are.
He did that to a lot of players, Terry. Thuggery.
challenge you two were talking about. You can see it on Twitter at BT Sport Football.
It's well worth it, Derek. It's well worth it.
You've certainly put a bit of weight on, Terry, since you've stopped playing.
Well, you felt all that weight, Chris, I must say, and you've recovered pretty well.
Up goes Gonzalez together with Kiernan. A quarter of an hour remaining in the first half. Quick reminder about Scottish Football Extra coming your way on Saturday, 11:30 in the morning, and that will lead you nicely into Motherwell against Hearts midday. The programme's BT Sport 1. Toral back to Mackay. Willis gone beyond him. John Toral. Comes off Matan, another Rangers corner there.
It's better from Rangers. Good play up there, Mackay. Toral getting involved. Wallace on the overlap as well. That's how Rangers like to play. Just the final ball from Toral was well blocked by Martin.
So even Steven in terms of the corner kicks count. Kenny Miller, scorer of 4 goals in his last 3 matches for Rangers. Tavernier with it. That was Clint Hill from the back. He's scored 3 times himself this term.
And he gets free here, does Clint Hill. This ball comes over quite a few players, can't really get onto it. In fact, he's in advance of the ball, can't get his head round it. He's disappointed, but it was a good contact, just couldn't direct it.
I'd like to see the goalkeeper come for that, Terry. That's just inside the 6-yard box. Clint scored some goals from corners this season.
Here's Gonzalez. Tom Cowie. Plenty of room to work in, and Tavernier knew he had to get his head to it. Jamie Walker inside the box. Ismael Gonzalez. 2013 scored the opening goal in the League Cup final for St Mirren against Hearts. Duties again. Everyone appearing over beside the benches.
They didn't know. The assistant on the far side didn't know. The referee didn't know. Then the assistant eventually puts his flag up for a Hearts throw, so the referee says, yes, that's a Hearts throw. They didn't have a clue what was going on there.
Not sure if Ian Cathro decided to mischievously kick the ball away. It will remain a mystery. Here's Walker. Soa. Mata. Sloppy little passage of play. Just there. Tavernier. Going to get away with one. It was Tavernier versus Walker. Very careless by Rangers. Jamie Walker, lovely pass, Mata. Catch a finesse from Mallory Mata. Aaron Hughes, Muscat, midfield player in Northern Ireland history. And Pat Jennings ahead of him on the all-time list. Carey. Soa puts his hands up by his face. We had Tavernier for company.
Carey just trying to slide a ball in. Soa, he caught one.
Nothing wrong with that, Chris. Done a few of them myself.
Bernard Soa. His deal at Hamilton was up. Hearts very keen to get him on board. It is his 4th consecutive start. Well, this was earlier. Now watch Ian Cathro. What did he do with the ball? There you go.
I've done a few of them myself as well. I normally get cautioned by the referee, but there we go. It ended up his throw, so yeah.
Kenny Miller in that deeper position. Toral. Rangers trying to thresh it. Hyndman did well enough. Waghorn now. Back the way to James Tavernier. Waghorn. Trying to get around Matan. It comes off Walker.
He looks a threat, doesn't he, Waghorn? As soon as he faces Soa up, looks like he can cause problems down this right-hand side for Rangers.
He's been more effective than Barry Mackay as Martin Waghorn.
Inside the final 10 minutes of the first half. Rangers working their way back into it. Miller comes all the way to the far post. Lewis Hamilton had difficulties, and what a finish by Emerson Hyndman! He's done it again. The young Texan, lethal, and Rangers just like that are on level terms.
Out of nothing really, a corner comes in, and what does Jack Hamilton do? He's saying he's being held here. Martin Waghorn was on him. A hopeless flap. It was awful. Terrible flap out to the edge of the box. First he tries to get there. Hyndman reads it well. Jamie Walker doesn't. And what a finish that is. Power, left foot, top corner. No chance, Jack Hamilton. And Rangers have been given a lifeline, I must say.
Yeah, you have to say, brilliant strike from Hyndman. A pure strike into the roof of the net, but Walker switched off, but the goalkeeper has to do better.
Has to do better there. Rangers have been given a goal then, just like they gave Hearts a goal early on. So even Stevens.
Emerson Hyndman, his parents have flown in for this game. They're in attendance tonight. He comes from quite the footballing family. His grandfather, Shellas, one of the pioneers of the game in Texas and former head coach of FC Dallas in Major League Soccer. And the youngster from the Lone Star State, emerging as one of the true stars at Rangers. Been at the club very long, and known from Bournemouth. The Rangers not allowed to continue. Mackay and Wallace attempted to work something together. We've certainly praised Emerson Hyndman, but Jack Hamilton, I think, probably deserves the criticism that's going to come his way.
He's just got to be stronger. He's flapped it. I mentioned one earlier where I thought he should have come. He doesn't look comfortable from crosses.
Tavernier. And that sets off. Hamilton gets underneath it.
Honestly, it was like he was swatting a fly, wasn't it? With the ball that came over, just swatting a fly, swatting a wasp. In the end, it was awful contact on it, but you have to give credit to Hyndman because he reacted better than Jamie Walker, and now it's 1-1.
And I can tell you that Paul Gallagher, the Hearts goalkeeping coach, is complaining about what he thought was foul play, going back to that goal, but 1-1 it is, and a fantastic finish by Hyndman. There's Waghorn. Soa. And Tavernier. Safety first. You've really got to be extra careful on this playing surface tonight, I think.
Yeah, they got a bit of a bobble there, I must say, for Foderingham, but wow, poor touch, should have concentrated more, but he got out of it pretty well.
Oh, Halliday, that's a fabulous pass. Waghorn. Hyndman. Halliday. Rangers keep it moving. This wasn't quite up to scratch from Halliday. He was looking for Barry Mackay. Struna. Jonsson. Hill had the reading of the situation. Jamie Walker getting right on top of James Tavernier. This was Foderingham a few seconds ago.
Oh, there we are. I think that just bobbled, didn't it? I think it must have hit a wormhole or something. It bobbled up. But there we are. Oh, there we are. He's running back towards his own goal. but what a ball that was as well. He pinged it out to Rangers' left-hand side. Good recovery. Well done, Wes.
Well, did it so plenty on the pitch here at Tynecastle tonight. Hill. 5 minutes to go to half-time. Kenny Miller through to Jack Hamilton. Unused substitute for Scotland against England at Wembley back in November. And a push by Kiernan into the back of Johnson, spotted by Kevin Clancy.
You see Kiernan, hands on Johnson's back. Easy decision for Kevin Clancy.
He's not had a good first half, has he, Rob Kiernan? I must say. Still got a bit of work to do before the end of this one as well.
Ewan Johnson, who was the Ladbrokes Premiership Player of the Month in November. Quite the feast on St Andrew's Day against Rangers. And by Martin, Johnson was close to the ball. It's Johnson's efforts. Kitchen. Tavernier to the rescue for Rangers. Struna now.
What a block that was. Timely block, much needed block. Was it Tavernier or was it Clint Hill?
Tavernier. Hill was there, but what a block that is. Good contact as well from Johnson, and good right foot as well.
While we were in the replay, a yellow card for Andras Struna as he let the referee know what he thought about the throw-in decision. Thought it should have gone the way of Hearts. Actually, right in the ear of Graham Stewart, the assistant. Elsada. Here is Kitchen, combative midfield man. Free kick. And it was a battle of the Americans there. Kitchen and Hyndman.
Just has that little burst. Kitchen's clever. Gets his body in, draws the foul.
He just stops, Chris. He just stops. So the player's got to run into him, so the player's stopped. He's actually obstructing Hyndman to get into the ball. Surely.
He's using his body to...
Well, no, he stops. He physically stops.
Nothing wrong with it. He can get his body in.
No, you can't stop a player getting to the ball. The ball is 2 yards away.
To go round him.
Well, that's 2 yards away. You can't stop that.
Here's Martin with the delivery. Straightforward catch for Fodringham. Gets rid of it now. There's Fodringham. Another by Tavernier. Wallace certainly felt the breath of Gonzalez on his neck. And the passing from Rangers a lot better in the last few minutes. Waghorn. Manoeuvring his way into the centre, Waghorn. Mackay. Here's Miller. Waghorn. And he lines up the shot, Martin Waghorn. Not really worrying Hamilton in goal for Hearts.
No, good build-up play from Rangers. Good lay-off ball here. Steps inside. And then really got to dig it out of his feet rather than coming onto the ball. And it's still a long way out. You've got to generate the power by the run-up you take. There was no run-up over the bar.
Reminder about BT Sport Score. That's Saturday 2:30. BT Sport 1. And the updates throughout the afternoon. Tottenham against Middlesbrough Saturday 5 o'clock. BT Sport 1 and also 4K UHD in the Premier League. Tavernier whips it in. Just good enough when it was required. Hughes, but Hyndman and Toral. And Hyndman!
Oh, what a save!
Oh, and Hamilton got the crucial touch on that. Good heavens.
What a save that was. Hearts make a right mess of clearing this ball. Good play by Hyndman. Battling away there. So then Toral comes in. A little bit lucky here. Digs the ball out and bang. And look at this for a save, a reaction save. Wow, he gets his arms up really well. Didn't squat away a fly that time. He managed to get a stiff arm and save a certain goal.
News of a goal at Firhill. It has fallen for St Johnstone. Stephen McLean on 40 minutes against Partick Thistle. Last minutes of normal time in the first half. Tavernier, Kevin Clancy just spotted something.
Still a corner.
Yeah, it's Kitchen and Waghorn, isn't it? I think Kitchen's trying to keep Waghorn off Hamilton in the Hearts goal.
There's not going to be, officially speaking, any added time. We have gone past the 45-minute mark. Tavernier, Cowie away on the volley, and that will do it for the first half. Up-tempo fair, and Hearts not wasting any time. That early goal by Christian Novak is first for the club, but the Rangers' response from Emerson Hyndman, the American, who's making quite the impact wearing the colours of Rangers. His leveller. And at the halfway stage it is Hearts of Midlothian 1, Rangers 1.
And as the spaces arrive, then dictate possession.
Okay, here we go for the second half. Back over to Chris Sutton, Terry Butcher and Derek Wright.
Yes, thanks again, Dowell. Nicely poised here at Tynecastle. That's the better team early on. Christian Novak celebrated his first goal for the Jambos. Emerson Hyndman with the Rangers riposte. The Rangers did finish the first half, the stronger of the two teams. And they can be normally counted on to make plenty of noise here in Gorgie. And it's Hearts attacking the goal to our right. Here's Aaron Hughes. Launches one from the back up towards Bjorn Jonsson. Gary Kitchen. And Jimmy Walker. Soa. Around a couple of challenges. Jones going forward. Caught by Andy Halliday.
So a little nutmeg initially on Waghorn, goes past Halliday. That should be a yellow card for Halliday. He's got away with that.
I can't believe that's not a yellow card, because he could have put a good cross in the box. In fact, if not, got into the box as well with the ball. So Halliday lucky, Rangers lucky, but they've still got to survive this free kick.
And Martin. There's Mallory Martin and Salves just looking for the angle against Lee Wallace. Behind it goes for the Hearts corner.
Lee Wallace stuck to his task well. Gonzalez bordering on offside there. Made his run early. A chance to load one in.
Mallory Martin, who signed a 3.5-year contract with Hearts. And swinger from Martin into the gloves of Fodrigan.
I think that's another Martin corner and free kick into the goalkeeper's hands.
So onto the two teams for you again. 5 of the 9 winter signings for Hearts. Only starting 11 named by Ian Cathro. Tavernier and Soa. Hughes. Here's Halliday. Tavernier. The block by Soa. So James Tavernier in position. Halliday. Wallace. Mackay. Wallace, so he's timed his run beautifully. Lee Wallace pulls it back. Waghorn was hovering, Mackay back in there. Hearts on high alert.
No, good play from Rangers, the old familiar partnership here. Mackay into Wallace, drills it across, well defended. And in comes off Waghorn. Mackay, another good ball into the box. Hearts did defend that well. A good play by Rangers.
John Toral. Martin Waghorn. Jimmy Walker ultimately putting in the challenge, but not winning the ball. Hyndman He was asking the question. So the Hearts come away with it. Gonzalez. Jonsson drifting left. He's been dragged over there. Bjorn Jonsson. Mata and Gonzalez were inside the area. The Rangers couldn't control it. And Walker. Absolutely stunning from Jamie Walker. A goal in a flash. And it was a flash of inspiration.
Well, we can talk about the mistake from Halliday, letting it run across his body and Walker's onto him. But what a strike! Cuts across the ball, it's all at 25 yards. Does well to nick it off Halliday, and it's only one thought in his mind. That is a stunning strike into the far corner. All sorts of action on the ball. Foderingham, no chance.
Well, just like in the first half, Rangers give away a goal early, another Rangers mistake, another early goal. They've got a mountain to climb now of Rangers, but wow, what a start from Hearts, and what a finish. I mean, yes, you talk about the mistake, but what a finish that was. Exceptional.
Hearts top scorer, Jamie Walker. His 13th of the season. It's 6 in 7 games. And it's going to be hard for Walker to top that this term.
I think his best goal of the season, Derek, you think?
I would hope so. Well, Rangers think again.
The second half has started as the first half ended. It's so open. You attack, we'll attack. There are always going to be goals in this second half, but what a strike from Walker.
Somebody taking the tumble. A free kick to Rangers. Well, they bounced back once tonight. Can they do it again? In by Tavernier. Hamilton. Punch happy. Barry Mackay. Unable to keep hold of it. Don Cowie. Getting it back for Heart of Midlothian. Struna. Novak. Jack Hamilton, who has started every single match for Hearts this season. It's the 30th game of the campaign. Wallace. Hindman. Emerson Hindman. Kenny Miller made himself available.
It was a good run by Miller, just off the shoulder of the centre-half, and Hyman saw him. The delivery was poor, and Hamilton having to take the ball quite comfortably.
Well, Jamie Walker has picked up a knock. That's in his blood. His great Uncle Tommy, one of the finest players ever to wear the maroon shirt, went on to win 7 trophies as a manager. His most successful boss in history.
Kenny Miller telling him to get off the pitch.
Surely it's up to the player if he wants treatment or not. He tells the referee. The referee asks him, does he want treatment? He says no, doesn't go off the pitch.
We love a bit of niggle, Terry.
Certainly do, Chris.
Tell you one thing though, if you're Rangers, Hamilton not convincing off the last cross again.
No.
Tavernier. Waghorn. Bounced off Martin Waghorn somewhat awkwardly. Hindman. Scramble for the ball. Rangers have it finally. The player who got caught out going back to that Walker goal. There's a peach of a goal from the Hearts angle. Barry Mackay. Struna with him, just towed it away. Here's Wallace now. Halliday. Look at all the Hearts players behind the ball. Hill. Here then, Tavernier. Tavernier, given a moment's peace by Jamie Walker.
Just got a little bit of a different setup, Hearts, this second half. Gonsalves just playing a little bit of a deeper role when Rangers are in possession, trying to match up in the middle of the park, Terry.
Yeah, they are. Gonçalves definitely gone deeper. I think that will certainly help the Hearts midfield as well. As you say, it's very open in there. Martin getting caught out, so it's really only Kitchen against 2 or 3 Rangers players in the heart of that midfield. So it's a better tactic. But tactics don't come into effect when you score a goal like that, do they?
Free kick, it'll be Rob Kiernan. William Miscreant and Hearts get on with it. Björn Jonsson, Cowie in support. Jonsson! It's another goal for Hearts! John Cowie applied the finishing touch. And Rangers caught out at the free kick. No two ways about that.
Well, I may be wrong. If I was a Rangers player, I'd be furious about where the free kick was taken from in the initial instance, but it's quick thinking from Hearts, you see it? Oh, it's not too much in it, but then Jonsson is bright, isn't he? And I'm thinking, just face Clint Hill up and drive at him, and then he is. A good little shift, he's positive. That's borderline, I think he's onside, and it's the easiest of finishes, and this place erupts.
Well, defensively, another shambles from Rangers, really. Good play by Jonsson, goes past Clint Hill. He has to show him the outside, he does. And that's a shot more than a cross. Wallace doesn't tie up, because if he touches the ball, Wallace, it's a goal. Wow, what a great shot. Good strike across the goal. If he goes for goal, Jonsson, Fotheringham saves it. A miss hit, really, more than anything else. But there's Cowie on the far post, 3-1.
Well, Cowie just gambles, doesn't he?
Substitution time for Hearts. As off goes Martin, to be replaced by another of the newcomers, Alexandros Jolis, 31-year-old Greek international. 3-1.
I'm glad you said his name, Derek. I didn't have a clue how to say that.
Do you know what, though? Clint Hill exposed in those 1v1 situations. He's had a terrific career, Clint Hill has. But you just don't fancy him, do you? Facing players up, 1v1.
And that pass by Cowie. And to field it is Fotheringham.
I don't think Rangers really recovered from that second goal. They're always 6s and 7s. They had a bit of passing and stuff like this, but wow, they give a free kick away, switch off, and it's 3-1. Now they face a real mountain, like I said before, even bigger one.
Toral, action stations here for Rangers. Tavernier. Waghorn. Caught one. High degree of difficulty from that range and from that angle. Let's revisit the goal. Jonsson was calm, and Cowie in the right position to finish it off.
Right time, right place. Just gambled in. Huge goal. Let's see what Kenny Miller thinks of it.
That's more like a Kenny Miller goal, wasn't it? He would tap that in at the far post like he did against Motherwell.
John Cowie on target for the first time since August. He netted a double against one of his old clubs against Kelly Bishop. O'Connor here. Clint Hill.
Well, that's a shamble. 2 Rangers centre-halves going for one ball. Clint Hill's never going to get there. Rob Kiernan probably was the favourite, but both of them very late.
His arm leading with that arm.
But that's desperation, because you can't get there. You try and force it in with your arm, but technically it's a foul. Technically a yellow card, but Rangers just got to settle down. They can still get back in this game. Mark Warburton will be thinking about possible changes, but they've got back before.
Walker. Tavernier of company, Toral as well, not to mention Waghorn. Halliday. That's intended for Kenny Miller, who I think anticipated that the flag would go up. Eventually it did.
Very late, Terry.
Oh, definitely offside, but sometimes you think, well, sometimes they do wait to see if the player then goes for the ball, but Kenny Miller was already off, and he was off like a flash, so the flag could have gone up a bit earlier, but he'll be happy. Both those will be happy with the way these players have come out in the second half. You'd have to say, what a half-time team talk that was.
Tavernier. Hughes. The boots of Hamilton. Cowie is brimming with confidence. Gonçalves. Walker to the left. Jamie Walker. Oh, lovely play by Walker. Kieran. John Toral. Sowa. He thought he kept that alive. Goes against Leonard Sowa. Harry Forrester about to make his entrance. And news of a goal at Celtic Park. It's Celtic 1, Aberdeen 0. Dedryck Boyata with that goal on 57 minutes. Celtic trying to prolong that magnificent unbeaten run. In the mood for another victory. Aberdeen, who began the night in third. Halliday. Hill. Mackay. He's able to dupe Cowie on that occasion, Barry Mackay. But no punch. Well, the live table. Celtic would be 25 points ahead of Rangers. Aberdeen a couple of points behind the Ibrox club with the game in hand. And Hearts on 34, St Johnstone on 34. Remember, when last we heard, they were leading away to Partick Thistle at Firhill. That's Stephen McLean goal.
Do you think that that's the most celebrated Celtic goal that Rangers fans will actually cheer? I'd be quite happy for Celtic to score in that situation.
Well, perhaps for once. Now Martin Waghorn bids goodbye to the game. And will come Harry Forrester. His 23rd appearance of the season. 11 now on the bench. And Emerson Hyndman will take no further part in this game. Josh Windass replaces the American. But a goal, another one for Hyndman.
Whether the Rangers fans like that one, Terry?
Well, I'm not surprised. I'm not sure about that. Hyndman's been one of Rangers' best players tonight. Scored the goal. You sort of think he's really up for the game. If anything, it would be probably Toral that would come off more than Hyndman. But there we are.
Josh Windass on the pitch. 23 last Sunday. Gone past the hour mark here at Tynecastle. Warburton side trailing 3-1. 1-1 at the break. Coruscating Jamie Walker goal to put Hearts in front again. Don Cowie to make it 3. And Hearts playing with plenty of confidence. Jolis off the bench and looking to make an impact. Corner here to Heart of Midlothian.
They're not content with 3. It's lazy from Forrester, not tracking his runner. Jolis gets the shot off.
Taken by Cowie. Here's Walker. Cowie. And pushed away by Fodrigan. Didn't get it cleanly. Back in by Jolis. And Walker. Well, it dropped for him. He had plenty to do though, Johnny Walker.
Well, we saw last time we were here at the end of November. Tavernier switches off. He's unaware of Walker. Walker gets a better strike on that.
I think that's Rangers players not coming out. Keenan, for one, not coming out in the middle of the box. Tavernier didn't know where Walker was. Better connection from Walker. That's 4-1.
Just 2 wins in 9 matches for Hearts under Ian Cathro in all competitions. This would be a massive boost. They're going to pick up 3 points against Rangers. Struna. And the lead there by Jonsson. Nothing wrong with the idea. Windass. Protecting Jonsson. Jolis. Good experienced man to have. Controlling the tempo of the game. Now Cowie, and that's a super ball. And Fodrigan could reach it. And to score! Jamie Walker! 4-1 Hearts of Midlothian. It's a night of maroon madness.
Well, I said before the game, Derek, this could be a pivotal night for Ian Cathro, and it certainly is. And he just follows in mistake, doesn't he? Shouldn't come for that. Johnson's brave, and then it's the easiest of finishes. Just has to concentrate on the contact. Jamie Walker, he rolls it in, and this is turning into a rout, Terry.
It is a catalogue of mistakes from Rangers, gifting Hearts goals. Another one on a plate there for for Walker. Can't miss the goal. Wow, unbelievable. Balls into the box. Rangers at the back. The back four has been like a colander, full of holes, sloppy. No discipline at the back. No leaders at the back as well. Very poor.
Substitution time. Sam Nicholson, who's been working his way back from a knee injury, on for Bjorn Johnsen, who had a part to play in that last goal. 3 without reply from Hearts in this second half. Rangers look shell-shocked.
There's a lot of Rangers fans leaving.
And it's asking an awful lot of the Ibrox club now. Hearts in control. Hughes back to Hamilton. Did wonder before the game if it might be the ideal situation for Hearts. All the pressure on the players, even more pressure on Ian Cathro, but they weren't the favourites going in this evening, were they?
No, you're saying this now, Derek.
No, you'll confirm that we had the conversation.
I'm absolutely right. It was about a response. A lot of changes in the Hearts squad, and people were wondering whether they would all gel, and we've got the answer tonight, Derek.
We have to say it's the old favourites that have come up trumps. Cowie and Walker, the old ones that were here before. They've delivered as well. Novak. No, it's been a good team display from the Hearts, and they're getting better with the experience of playing together.
For Ian Cathro, they're a happy lot, aren't they? Ian Cathro decided to keep Cowie, decided to keep Walker, let a lot of players go.
Wallace. There's Windass. Will be a Rangers throw. The ball spinning off Struna. Bring on the high bees as the cry from the Hearts fans. Remember that Scottish Cup tie looming.
Well, did we think that we would hear the Hearts fans singing that tonight before the game?
No, I was talking to a Hearts fan before the game, and he was saying that it's the game they're sort of dreading, really, because the form that they're in at the moment and the form that Hibs are in, they didn't really want that game. But now, a 4-1 demolition of Rangers, and there could be more, you never know. They are saying bring it on. They're very excited about it.
Might open up again here for Hearts. Gonzalez for Nicholson. Hill's block. Sprightly attacker, Sam Nicholson.
Missed a trick, Nicholson there. Once he's facing Clint Hill up. Got to drive at him, take him on.
Have another go. Sam Nicholson. Oh, that is delightful. And is it going to be 5? Well, it could easily have been Walker. What a hat-trick.
Sensational, wasn't it? That back heel from Nicholson. Walker, who's on a high. And credit Tavernier, Terry.
What a tackle. What a tackle that was. Wrong side of him. Had to get a footy because that would have been 5-1. Simple chance. And wow, this Rangers 6s and 7s at the back. Well, not even that.
There's an old-fashioned feel to the proceedings here at Tynecastle as Nicholson takes the corner. I've seen those rattles for quite a few years. Oh, Hill lets it drop. And they ask the question about a possible penalty instead. Kevin Clancy thought that was simulation. Will you be the judge? Novak.
He has a little kick out, doesn't he, Clint Hill? He's a lucky boy. Really lucky boy, Clint Hill.
You having a laugh, Chris. He just, what a dive that was. That was
well, you watch it, he has a little flick out, Terry. That's daft.
I think Tom Daly would have been proud of that.
Midway through the second half. It's looking as though they're going to power their way to an impressive victory.
I'm not disputing he didn't go down too easily with that, Derek.
I think
certainly Clint.
I think there possibly was a flick. There was a flick out, but contact was never like that. Wow.
Silly to flick out, though.
Silly to flick out, but
Novak having his name taken. Here's Windass. Doesn't look wired in, really. Kitchen. Soa, he's received it again here, Perry Kitchen. To keep the attack alive. Tavernier, Cowie, right in his face. John Cowie, they want James Tavernier. Kenny Miller unable to get there. Goes pass out to Mackay, who has a go now on the right flank. Barry Mackay. Tavernier, Hughes. Ismael Gonzalez. Comes into James Tavernier. Here's Gonzalez one more time. Cowie. Going to unsettle the Rangers defence there, but almost inside the final 20 minutes. There's going to be another substitution forthcoming. Tavernier, let's go back to a couple of recent incidents.
Well, this is the one with Clint Hill. You see, there's a silly little flick there. I think he goes down too easily. This was the challenge by Tavernier. Just wonder how much of the ball he gets. He does. He catches Walker's foot, but I think that's a great challenge there.
He catches Walker's foot before he makes contact with the ball. It's a good challenge. If the referee had the benefit of that, they probably would have given a penalty, but he had to make the challenge.
You normally tell by the player's reaction.
So substitution time for Hearts. First of all, Christian Novak is replaced by Tassos Ablanitis. The Greek defender, Jason Holt, is on as well. John Toral has gone off. Jason Holt, the former Hearts player. Mark Warburton's side, like a tough night at the office, as was the case here at Tynecastle on St Andrew's Day.
This is worse than St Andrew's Day, to be honest. Absolutely humiliation, I think, this one.
Kitchen. Cowie, Kitchen. Goes in for a corner. It's the verdict of Kevin Classic.
Totally dominant this half. Hearts are first to every knockdown, first to every ball ever. Better way of playing, a more effective way of playing. Rangers just are not in this game.
It's always a threat. Comes to set pieces, but delivery from Cowie quite his best. And Fodringham trying to get Barry Mackay running at Hearts. Mr. and Holt offering support. Great pass, Holt! And Hamilton! And he couldn't keep it out. Harry Forrester! But it won't count. No goal.
Great break from Rangers. Good play from Mackay here. Look at this for a pass. There we are. Great pass. There's the shot, and there's no doubt Forrester offside. Good save by Hamilton in the end. Forrester bundles it home. But a great decision. Just offside. Good call.
Mark Warburton inclined to argue about it with Craig Charleston, the fourth official. Mackay, evidence there of what Barry Mackay is all about when he's on his game. Jolis. Very cool at possession. Soa. Jolis, mistake there. Forrester. Jolly's doing his best to box in Harry Forrester. Okay. The Rangers fans not enjoying themselves here on the Capital tonight. I'll just remind you that this Saturday from 11:30 in the morning, BT Sport 1, it's Scottish Football Extra. Hope you're enjoying that pre-match programme we've been bringing you. Motherwell against Hearts also Saturday midday, BT Sport 1 in the Ladbrokes Premiership. For Motherwell last night away to Ross County, climbing by Hill. Hearts again favour the quick fire approach. It's Nicholson, and here is Gonzalez. It works its way through. Cowie behind Nicholson. Stoner takes soon. It balloons it into the Gorgie stand.
Rangers are just all over the place, aren't they? At the back, the cross comes in, nobody takes responsibility. Clint Hill, his head's gone.
There's a few other heads have gone as well. Goalkeeper comes for a cross, centre halves going for two centre halves going for one ball. Wow, unbelievable.
Well, there she is. Part of Midlothian's Khaleesi, as I've heard her referred to somewhere. There's no denying stability off the pitch for Hearts really helps on it.
And Budge at the moment will probably be breathing a big sigh of relief.
There'll be a few breathing a huge sigh of relief. But wow, I think, well, if they can play like this, and he's still got a few more signings to come into the team, but as I say, it's the ones that he didn't sign, the ones that were already here, that have really risen to the occasion here, which is exactly what Ian Cathro wanted.
Walker. We always say, don't we, that you've got to give a manager or a head coach time. It doesn't happen overnight. Sowa. Mackay. The illegal challenge on Leonard Sowa.
He's done well, Sowa. So this second half, I've been impressed by him.
Just going back to Ian Cathro, I said before the start of this programme, I've never known a manager to be employed who's taken so much flack, so much animosity, and so many people wanting him to fail.
Rob Kiernan, and he caught Cowie, at least that was the opinion of Kevin Clancy. Kiernan felt Cowie was at it, let's see.
Slight contact, I think, Chris.
I think he bought that, didn't he, Cowie?
Why did they have to mark it? It's all the way out there. It's all the way in the touchline. Why did they have to mark it?
Just doing his job properly, Terry.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Cowie, the short free kick. Sowa. Another play by Holt for Rangers. Leonard Sowa. Altrincham has it. Windass. It's much better from Josh Windass.
Oh.
Maybe I spoke too soon. Ferocious pass, and Chamadia won't have thanked him for it. It's Gonzalez. Free kick to Hearts. It's just a nightmare, this, from the Rangers' point of view, isn't it?
Yeah, ill discipline really. There's no need. There's 3 or 4 Rangers players around there. He's in a upper blind alley. He's going to give the ball away, I think, to Rangers, and then they give away a free kick. And once again, an opportunity for a shot here. Walker on the ball, Cowie on the ball.
Jamie Walker, who has scored twice tonight. It's going to be left to Walker. Fodringham had to watch it all the way.
I think that little handshake says it all. Fodringham, good feet. Because Walker does well, he generates so much pace. Over the wall, I think that's just creeping in. Good save, Terry.
Good save, he got across really well. And an example to young goalkeepers to say, right, yes, you've got the wall up that side, but a good free kick like that, you've got to show agility, move your feet quickly and get across and cover it, which he did.
Walker now to take the corner. Nicholson throwing himself at it. Kelly couldn't get there. Oh, that was quite the hit. Goodness me, from Sowa. Miles out.
Oh, what a strike this is. He powers it. It's angling into that far top corner. Foderingham.
He had to come across it, didn't he?
Yeah, he cuts across it. Good touch from Foderingham.
It's a barrage of shots from Hearts. Nicholson trying to catch out Rangers. Nobody was there to attack it for Hearts. Nicholson. For contact.
Yeah.
Nicholson.
The linesman gave it.
Yet the assistant referee on the near side, Dougie Potter.
There's a little bit of contact. Just in the back there. Windass with his left hand.
It shows you nothing's going Rangers' way. There's never a free kick.
Wonder what's going through Mark Warburton's mind, Terry.
Back to the drawing board, I think, with this team. Could win at Motherwell, but wow, this is a different kettle of fish, and they've still not won against the top 5 team.
Walker. No victories away from home for Rangers against any of the current top 5 in the league. Struna with 10 minutes to go. Avlonitis. And Hughes. Angled pass offside. Walker.
What do you think about Rangers in that transfer window, Terry? Was there enough movement for you, enough players in?
Well, no, I don't think there was, but it depends how much money these people, the board gave to Mark Warburton. He said there's money there, but hasn't been spent. But he's had to say that the heart of that defence is still very, very poor, particularly when they're 1v1s. So, yeah, a lot of work to do, a lot of thinking to do. Some particularly difficult games coming up as well.
Paul Murray and Stuart Robertson, the 2 gentlemen you saw. Forrester trying to put in the challenge. And Salves plays halted again. Kiernan doesn't fancy the decision.
Where are you on Dave King, Terry? Do you think he's backed Mark Warburton?
I think he has to a certain degree, but I think it's more important what happens in the summer. I think Rangers are doing well in terms of just coming up and everything else like that in the top flight, but it depends what happens in the summer window. Does he give him enough money then to really make a real presence and get players in that are really going to make a difference?
So where's the 30 million which he promised this season?
Yeah, where is it?
James Tavernier. Rob Kiernan. And Foderingham to avoid a mishap. Well, we saw one very early in this game. Just got away with that one. Kitchen. Walker. Hearts have been struggling. Just about everything going right for them this evening. Wallace. Rangers unbeaten in their last 3 away matches, 2 of those victories. Kiernan. Tavernier. Keeps it on the ground for Holt. Jolis was getting as close as possible to his opponent. Mackay. And Tavernier won't reach it. BT Sport scores on the air this Saturday, 2:30, BT Sport 1. There might be appearances from Messrs Sutton and Craigan on that programme. And Tottenham against Middlesbrough, Saturday, 5 o'clock, BT Sport 1, 4K, UHD. Actually not this week, I'm told, because
even I can't get from Motherwell to London in an hour.
Well, you could have been at a different Scottish game. That's happened before. Could have been.
BT, don't get me helicopters just yet.
You're working on it, though. Kitchen. And Nicholson. Wallace. Forrester. Nicholson is flick happy. That's going to be another chance for Walker. Jamie Walker beside the byline. He'll accept the corner. What a night he's having. Jamie Walker.
He's been sensational, hasn't he? He's absolutely loving it this second half. All the Hearts players have really upped it a level.
Struna. Towards Gonzalez and hooked towards goal by Avlonitis. Tassos Avlonitis.
Yeah, doesn't get a good enough contact. But Rangers, the midfield tonight for me, Terry, have gone missing. And when they can't play and teams get on top of them in that area, they don't have a focal point to hit up top with Kenny Miller.
Yeah, it's not the sort of pitch where you can play that good silky football in the middle of the park, especially. It's bobbly, bouncy, gives away, comes away. You know, it's not really. You've got to really sometimes think about bypassing that midfield and getting it up to the striker early or to the wider players early. But Mackay starved his service, hasn't got on the ball. Consequently, Rangers can't get forward. They haven't got forward.
Gonzalez is niggling away. So Rangers free kick. 5 minutes to go here at Tynecastle.
How many touches has Kenny Miller had in the game? I've hardly seen Kenny Miller at all. He's had hardly any service. I don't think he's had a shot.
Windass. Wallace. Challenge returned by Walker. Nothing wrong with it. Attacked by the touchline was Struna. Desperately wanted to get him in the team this evening. Missed the Celtic match because of a foot injury. Liam Smith was on standby. Wallace. Rangers staring in the face. It will be their 6th defeat of the season in all competitions. The Hearts have been well and truly up for it.
And I think you hear the Hearts fans singing. There's only one Ian Cathro, and that's good to hear.
And I think, unfortunately, one of our panel members, Stephen Craigan, is hearing it from the Hearts fans. It does go with the territory when you're in our business.
I don't like to hear that.
He's coming back from offside there. This game ebbs away. And so much has been said about Ian Cathro over the course of the past few weeks. Not a lot of it positive. We even heard criticism of the way that he allows himself to be interviewed. I mean, everything has come up, but tonight, well, he's the coach or manager, whatever you want to call it, will have a big smile on his face.
Yeah, his best night in management, and there's been a lot of stuff aimed at Ian Cathro personally. It doesn't matter how you interview. It's not a prerequisite of being a manager, Terry, is it how you interview?
Walker, what a pass! Gonzalez trying to get around Kiernan. Now, did he foul his opponent? I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah, Kiernan does well here, gets his body in the way. Gonzalez the wrong way around. There's the left arm, pulls back Kiernan. Definite foul then. But it's been one-on-one. But Ian Cathro's only 30 years of age.
Yep.
I was 31 when I first became manager. So you know, you don't know about media training. You don't know about what to say. Difficult questions, and especially in the media in Scotland. It's very big, vast, big goldfish bowl.
There's it all to Kiernan. He's almost moving into trouble. The Hearts fans cheering everything. Not just the goals, but tackles won, throw-ins won. Hearts night. What a miserable possible experience for Rangers and Gorgie. And Tavernier gets himself into a thankful, to use a good Scottish word.
It is a good Scottish word, isn't it? I'm sure it wasn't a Stramash.
Oh, there's still time for a Stramash or two, Town. Probably between you and Chris. Corner for Hearts. Jimmy Walker had to be man of the match. Nobody else in the running. Mackay. Remember, go to Motherwell next. Saturday lunchtime match that we'll bring you live. It's a very demanding stretch of fixtures for Heart of Midlothian. What a shot in the arm this evening. Gonzalez. Nicholson comes uphill. Another corner.
And it's 4-1, and it's wave after wave after wave of Hearts attack. They're not sitting back, they want a fifth. They're the dominating team. They're happy fans, delighted fans.
Jimmy Walker, can't tell you by the way that every outfield player for Hearts tonight has had an attempt at goal, apart from Aaron Hughes.
He'll be disappointed with himself, won't he?
Gonzalez. Tony Miller without an attempt as well in this game. A minimum of 3 added minutes. In truth, this was over a long time ago as a contest. Walker. Cowie has been very influential. Kitchen left it for Struna. Rangers probably thought they were in with an excellent chance of being further ahead of Aberdeen. Now going to return. So Ibrox pointless. Hamilton gets out of the difficult situation.
He didn't mean it.
Here we go again.
This stands to be Hearts' biggest home victory against Rangers since 1956. They beat them 4-0 in the Scottish Cup quarter-final that year. Hearts went on to lift the trophy.
The truth is, this could be well more than 4, and it's not just the scoreline, it's the manner in which Hearts have done this.
Yeah, started the second half really well. Just rampant at the moment. Here they come again.
And will Hearts finish with a flourish? So Nicholson always an entertainer. Cowie. The statisticians always keep track of possession. Rangers, of course, I told you earlier, second in the league as far as possession goes, and they have been slightly in front.
I'm not having that,
No,
Derek.
I'm not having that at all.
Who's the stats man? Sack him.
Well, possession means nothing when it's 4-1 to the opposition, mind you.
Did he get Rangers figures the wrong way round it?
And Budge and company will be delighted with this. It all started with that early Novak goal for Hearts. Rangers did get themselves into it. Hindman's equaliser, but all Hearts on the second half.
They're still pressing, aren't they, Derek? Hearts still pressing away. 4-1 up. They can afford to take the foot off the gas now. Rangers aren't going to score 3 goals. Wow, unbelievable.
A performance of energy and vigour from the Cathro 11. What a statement by Hearts of Midlothian. A much needed one. After a poor run of results, Mark Warburton accepts defeat. Rangers really weren't at it for large swathes of this match. Oh, what a night to be at Jambo. Jamie Walker, the star of the show, with a 2-goal contribution, could easily have had a hat-trick. Novak got Hearts off and running. Heinemann with the Rangers leveller. Don Cowie on target in the second half. A sizable Heart of Midlothian victory. And Rangers have serious thinking to do on the back of this. The final score at Tynecastle, Hearts 4, Rangers 1.
Thank you very much to Derek and the team. My word, what a performance by Hearts. Rangers put to the sword here again. Gary Locke, Stephen Craigan next to me. Gary, that is some performance for Ian Cathro's team tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, they were outstanding second half. You know, right through the start of the second half, they were on the front foot. An individual performance with Jamie Walker that was fantastic. And, you know, he set the tone for how Hearts played the second half.
The owner will be delighted. All the players are out there on the pitch taking the applause from the fans, and they deserve that, don't they, Stephen?
Of course they do. You know, I think the last time the Hearts supporters saw a performance like this was against Rangers on the 30th of November, so that's the tone they have to set.